Ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. This is my attempt at making a more professional recipe kind of video. So yes, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make a video that looks like I'm actually a professional on television. These are good vegetables that I dug out of my fridge that have been needing to be eaten, and, you know, I don't like waste. And so let's use them and make a winter vegan soup. A very nutritious, hot, cooked winter vegan soup with lots of vitamins and minerals in it. So what I'm going to do is basically chop up all these vegetables. This is an orange beet. This is a turnip. And if you've never grown turnips, these things grow like freaking crazy, I'm telling you. So whenever Armageddon hits, this is what you want to grow in your garden because it's easy and very nutritious. This is a fennel head that was just sitting in there saying, "Dude, you need to eat me, chop me up." And here's some red onion. Usually I would use a yellow onion, as the red onion is more of a summer raw eating onion. Here is a pepper, of course, and here's a pepper that I took out of my garden, I think. And some ginger to make it a little bit hot. I'm also going to add just a little bit of chipotle peppers because you know I love those babies. And here is some garlic. We're definitely going to add a clove of garlic, some chickpea miso for flavor and salt, and I haven't decided if I want to add oregano or not. You know, I've just got through a bunch of cleansing and I don't know if I want to push the ass-kicking properties of oregano onto my body at this time, but I'm thinking about it. I might. Basil. I'm going to add some sweet basil to it and some parsley. So, I'm going to move you a little closer so you can check me out chopping up the food. Yeah, like that. Alright, so, you know, since that's already got a flat side, I'm going to put that down on the flat side and chop this food up. And you know, this isn't going to take a long time. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to add some good music, but, you know, if you use somebody else's music on YouTube, you can get in trouble. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to add my own music verbally. Exodus. Movement of your people. Oh, now I'm going to take just a few peels off of the onion. Now you got to learn how things work. You got to learn how things work in the natural world. And when you see a vegetable like an onion that can be peeled off, that's the natural way to use it. Not to like cut it in half and then throw it like I did with this. Not to cut it in half, because what that does is it exposes the inside of the onion to the elements, and you don't want to do that. If you want to keep the onion fresh, then you peel a few peels off of it and then use it like that. And when it gets down to the center, yeah, you can cut it open. But you see, this is also a sign And you need to learn to recognize the signs and understand how the natural elements are supposed to be used. And with an onion, because you can peel it off a little bit at a time, that tells me that this is a vegetable that could be and should be used in moderation. Okay? And anyone with common sense might think about that and know that it's true. And with experience, you learn these kinds of things. Or from just learning from somebody like me. So I'm going to chop the fennel up. Movement of the people. Exodus. Movement of the people. I don't know the words to that song. I only know the chorus. Set the captives free. Exodus. I might as well use up the rest of this fennel. Now you'll notice that I am not using that ceramic knife anymore. And I did make a video on that. There was a couple of little tiny chips out of the blade of the knife. And I was thinking to myself, man, I don't want to get that in me. So I decided that it's just not worth it to take the chance of killing myself by eating a ceramic knife chip piece. And so I'm back to the regular knife. There goes the ginger. Let's put a little bit of this pepper in there. Exodus. Okay, let's see. I shouldn't have done that. I should have cut it on the other end. Now, I always cut off those freaking stickers and throw them in the garbage because I don't want them going in my compost pile. You know what I mean? And I don't know how much of these hot seeds I want in there. Maybe a little bit. Alright, a little bit. There's my compost. Now, is this turning out to be a good video? Signs point to yes. I'm telling you, these 8 balls are always correct. Exodus, ba-da-ba-da, movement of the people. Subtly off through there. Exodus, I guess I'll put the whole thing in there. I'm not going to put the whole green pepper in there. I think these are hotter. Woohoo! Okay, we got that, we got that, we got that. Oh, a garlic. Fresh garlic. Know to remember to put garlic in your recipes, right? Put a lot of garlic in your food and it'll kill the bugs, the ill. Okay, so now I'm going to add the chickpea miso. I'm going to add about that much. I'm going to add some parsley. This looks like parsley I grew, I think. Yeah. Okay. Maybe even a little more parsley. Use lots of herbs. Use lots of herbs in your recipes because herbs have concentrated nutrients. Basil. Woohoo! And I'm going to put a little bit of my chipotle peppers in there. Not too much. There. Okay, am I going to go for the oregano? Yes, I'm going to go for the oregano with no fear. Not too much though, just about that much. Okay, so now I'm going to add the water. Good filtered water. There we go. Telling you. Man, someday I'm going to have enough money to hire a cameraman to come over and help me, so check it out. Looks good, huh? I'm going to stir it up a little bit. Now I already added that chickpea miso, which has quite a bit of salt. But you know what? You know what this thing needs? It needs some kelp. I'm telling you. It needs some kelp. Get some iodine in there. You know, whenever you make a soup, it is really good to add some kelp to it. It'll give it a lot more minerals. See, this is why I typically do really well, even though I have celiac disease, which is gives you a difficult time absorbing nutrients in your digestive system because the villi in your small intestine have been eroded away. I'm sure that mine have been built back because I haven't eaten wheat in so long, and I really don't recommend to anyone to consume wheat regardless if you're sensitive or not, because it creates a buildup of plaque in your digestive system, and it's going to eventually prevent you from absorbing nutrients. But anyway, so I typically have done, I think, pretty good with all the cleansing in absorbing nutrients despite all the cleansing, because I've always added seaweed and herbs and cooking the foods. Certain foods really need to be cooked, and that allows you to absorb the nutrients better. And so, yeah, I think I'm ready to cook. This is a slow cooker. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt despite having added kelp and chickpea miso. And that bag's just about done. Yep. Stir it a little bit. Plug it in. I always unplug all the appliances when I'm not using them, and put it on high and let it sit for probably the better part of the day. So thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well. Bye.